All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, what up? Hopefully, most high in your house, y'all is blessing y'all day. Hope everything is well. Um, man, I want to say like the more I realize it, man, like shout out to brother Assembly of Firstborn, man, because I watch his, uh, his stuff a lot, and and he mentioned this as well, and this is perfectly, man, because I ask this a lot of times, because me, I don't have at the moment, I don't have any like no children or significant other things of that nature. But man, because a lot of times people ask you like this for like brothers out here, man. But we gotta realize, man, everything's of the no. Let's go back to the Proverbs 16:1 real quick, because this is why I'll go into how the Lord's will is so heavy, man. How like it's really things is really like once you realize that you're not in control. Well, you are in control of your life. Let me not say that, but the Most High is in ultimate control of your life, man. You realize that it's like okay, it's not about your will, it's about His will. Then you could start to understand things more even better now. Because honestly, let me get this Proverbs 16:1, man. Because I get this because even my like pops say, my mom said asked me that, my family members, other people, like people I talk to ask me about this, like oh man, are you have planned to have children, or or you should have children, man, or your wife one day is just like that, but like. Who says I'm going to have one? Who says that, man? That's not like there's a common saying like every man deserves a wife, or every sons of Adam, every man deserves a rib per se. But man, that's like nowhere is that's written, man. Like like yeah, because the Most High never said that for every man, man. That's not like that's really up to His will, man. Like good wife is like of the Lord, man. Because I was watching I was watching this clip, that balloon pop stuff, whatever, and it was and that goes to just show you too. I'm a little sidetracked, but I'm a little sidebar real quick because y'all know I do sidebars, but that goes to show you too. Like the video I did a few days ago about praising Him, man. There's a lot of people hate the praise of the Most High, man, but a lot, it was kind of like I saw that again, like what McCall did to David, man, in that clip because because she hated the Most High pretty much, man. And, yeah, man, and honestly, man, depending on, let me say this too, because depending on what type of, this is me, I speak as a man. Depending on what type of woman it is, man, like if she's pleased, like Paul says, if she's pleased to do with or something like that. Because like, my brother even told me this. One of my older brothers told me this, and he said, listen, man, she's like if she doesn't have to be in the faith per se, but she please because he's married as well. But if she's pleased to do it, then hey, do that. That's fine. But it's a balance to it though, man. Because if she doesn't like the Most High, and she's really like because people really legitimately hate the Most High, man. But if she really doesn't like the Most High and really just so like I don't really mess with her like that. But if she like if she's like pleased to dwell with things, she might not be believed per se, but if she does, if she is like pleased to dwell with, and she just it's not too much of a problem, but not too much like yeah, too much of a problem, then hey, that's cool. But they really have like a blatant like because it's different like from because unfaithfulness is unfaithfulness. I'm speaking as a man, but if it's different levels to like, if you really have like this like woman really just hates the Lord. I'm not really dealing with that. It's other aspects of her like I you might like per se, but it's like, but if you really hate the Most High like that, then I'm not dealing with you. But there's certain times you have other people, or even for women per se, like they might not believe, but that's like, okay, because I know people like this, right? They might not be believers. But that's why the Most High doesn't. Because I'm doing too much in sidebar. That's why the Most High doesn't judge man like no man judge man, because they might have, you got I know some people they have qualities of not what's written in this book, but they just don't believe at the end of the day. This unfaithful, that's the second Ezra 15 goes into, like because that's going into people like just saying I just can't believe that they might have a good like upstanding people. That's what Paul talks about, the righteous and the unrighteous. I hope there's resurrection for that. It's good upstanding people, but they just didn't believe pretty much. But they're not good in the Most High's eyes, because that's the most thing that you need to please Him. But back to the story. I'm sorry, because I kind of go into little diatribes and little soliloquies sometimes. But it was a Christian brother on there. He was a Christian rapper per se, and it was the balloon pop thing, right? And and like my homie sent it to me. He's like, and all the women, they popped their balloons because like, and they didn't really, well, if you watch it, they really didn't have a legitimate reason to do that, because he had, I don't know him personally, but he seemed like he had good things going for himself. Like, he said, listen, if a woman, if she comes out, wife per se, she's with me, she has to love the Most High. She has to be what type of time I'm on. But but a lot of people, like, it's that second Samuel again, like McCall, that she's hated David because she hated the Most High, and she hated David because he was like praising him, because they hate his praise. But that's another story, man. I forgot how I even got there. That's crazy, but. Yeah, man. That's because I forgot. But yeah, anyway, I forgot how I even got there. That's crazy. But yeah, man. That's just not up to the That's not up to like, if you get a wife and children, things of that nature. That's, you're starting to realize that's not really up to you, man. It's really not up to you, man. It's like, let me get this, Proverbs 16:1. It says, the preparations of the heart and man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Like, preparations of the more, like, might plan things. That's James 4. Like, if it's the Lord's will, everything's of the Lord's will, man. Like, you can plan something, things that do, or have your own things like mapped out that you want to do, man. But everything happens is of the Lord, man. Because going into that wife and children, man, that's all up to the Lord if you have that, man. Because many people might ask you brothers and stuff like that, or because even for women it's kind of different, because that's another story with women. I don't really want to go in there. I'm just talking to what's going like that, because because from all I understand, women, they don't really have to be married, but they do have to, like the Corinthians said, like, head of every woman is a is a is the man. So like, because you had Esther, she lived with Mordecai and things that, or like when Yahushua died, he gave his Mary didn't go by herself and whatever. She was still under his brothers, his disciples, man. So it's kind of different with women. It's kind of different with that. So that's why I'm kind of more talking with men, with the brothers right here. But yeah, man, like, all that's of the Lord, man. Seriously, man. So yeah, because a lot of times people that, like, every man deserves a wife, every man deserves this, every man should have this, or should have to start a family, things of that nature. You don't want, because I mean personally, like, they might change, but this is my will. This is my will talk. This is my thing. I don't really plan to have like children like that. I don't really plan it. I don't. That's not really what I want. But the Most High might have me a situation. I might have a situation that happens. Who knows? Because it's all of His will. Because me personally, I don't plan on having that. I don't plan on being married and having children. I was talking about that with my aunt a few weeks ago. But but I still have to realize that's not up to me. That's up to the Lord's will. The Lord might put me in a situation that I have a change of heart, or no new experience, or certain things happen. Like, well, it is what it is. That was of His will for this to happen. So I don't know. I'm saying that now, but but let me get this Ecclesiasticus though. And I hope what I said earlier about that, about with the because I'm thinking about now how it could be misconstrued, because I'm thinking about now, because I really don't. I'm not saying, listen, man, if a woman, she doesn't like the Most High, I really wouldn't. I was saying differently. I really wouldn't deal with her at all. I just don't But I was making a distinction of the that, like, okay, she's overtly like against God, like don't really deal with her. But depending on like one that will listen, at least will listen to, like, it might be still both, they both wrong still in the Most High's eyes, doesn't matter. But the one that's kind of unfaithful, like, ones that's really doesn't believe like that, but they're displeasing, they'll dwell with, like Paul says. Hopefully that doesn't get misconstrued. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Shoot, most important, apologize to the Most High, Yahushua, for that. But I'm just speaking as a man. I'm just to clear that up, because I'm thinking about now how it can get like misconstrued what I'm saying. I don't know. But anyway, man, back to the point. Let's get to Sirach 16 though. Ecclesiastes chapter 16 verse 3. It says, trust not in their life. This is I'll start verse 1. It says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons, though they multiply and rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not in their life, and neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. And better is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So he's pretty much going to having, like, unprofitable children, or sons of Belial, like having, like, Eli's sons, or Samuel's sons, or even Lot's sons and children and things. This is pretty much that's what that's going into. But I want to focus on better than to have to die and to into without children, and to have them that are ungodly. So yeah, let me say this too, because it says this, because I heard this before. I actually heard people say this too, because I heard people say this too, which is kind of not really true. They say, oh, it's a commandment to have children, because Genesis says be fruitful and multiply. Man, that's just what the Most High said. Yeah, that's what he could. But that wasn't that's not really a command. There's no punishment, if you don't. So that's what I mean by that. There's not, because I actually heard people say that before, and that's not really the case, because we see that here, better is to die with no children, and than to have them that are ungodly. So which believes me, because I'm about to get on Wisdom of Solomon 3:14 real quick. But yeah, man, that's all of the Lord that have, and yeah, that's why, man, because you gotta think about it like this. The Most High may have a certain man that's that's like Levi, that's joined to him. That's why Daniel, what I'm about to get into later, Daniel was a eunuch, and other things of that nature, which I'm about to get into, man. Certain things he had those, because at the end of the day, like Ezekiel says, you can't be responsible, unless you're like Eli per se, you don't correct them, then the Most High, and you're a priest and things of that nature, you run the house of the Lord, you're in the house of the Lord, the Most High is going to hold you accountable for that. But the Most High, because you can't be responsible, for your children, pretty much per se. Listen, you raise them up in the faith and commandments, and they just do what they do after they leave it, or that's not, you did your job, things of that nature. But I'm saying to say that the Most High may not have that, because He really wants you to be like Levi, something, to be joined to Him, be connected with Him, and that's the Most High may have certain men to this day like that, man. He had men in our forefathers, our ancestors, or the prophets like that. He probably has men out there. Of course, He has men out there now today. I'm not saying I'm one of those, man. I'm not saying I'm saying in generally speaking, man. So yeah, man, that just is what it is, man. Because like Paul per se, Paul was a eunuch, of course, but Paul was he wasn't married and stuff like that. He just Most High has certain men like that. That's just not married. That's just they don't have children. Just strictly devoted to Him. That's it. So that's just is what it is. Let me hit this Wisdom of Solomon 3:14. As I mentioned, Daniel, things of that nature, and the verse, and of course, Yahushua talks about this. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 14. It says, and blessed is the eunuch which with his hands wrought no iniquity, nor imagined things against Yahweh. For unto him shall be the special gift of faith and inheritance in the temple of the Lord, and more acceptable in His mind. So yeah, man. This is kind of, let's read this again. And blessed be the eunuch which with his hands hath wrought no iniquity, nor imagined wicked things against Yahweh. For unto him shall be a special gift of faith and inheritance in the temple of the Lord, more acceptable to his mind. To his mind, yeah. So like a Daniel per se, man. And also too, like Yahushua. Let's get this Matthew right quick, man. Yeah, man. Now this is talking about spiritually as well, but since I'm talking about it on a physical level, on a natural level, yeah, because he's like the virgins, the being a chaste virgin to Yahushua, man, to Christ, man. But yeah. Matthew chapter 12 and Matthew 19 and verse 12. It says, "For there are eunuchs, for there are some eunuchs which were born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which have been made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. That he that is able to receive it, let him receive it." So yeah, man, that's going into, man, like, like on a natural level, man, certain men, like, like Daniel per se, that, that was just pretty much like devoted to the Most High, man, like, that, and this is on a spiritual sense, like, they haven't, like, like we just read, or was in Solomon chapter 3 and verse 14, man, those that didn't go to the right hand, to the left, man, it's just strictly, like, was changed version to Yahushua, the Most High Yahushua. That's just it, man. They could follow him wherever they go, and also too, and it says when Wisdom of Solomon, the temple of the Lord, not only, like, the physical temple as well, but in Yahushua's body, man. Like, like I just said, the ones that follow him, like, wherever he went, man. Like, didn't commit any spiritual adultery against him, man. That's what that's, on the spiritual sense as well. But, on the natural sense, it's just like ones that, the Most High had, like, just to happen, man. So it is what it is. But let me read this Matthew chapter 19 verse 12. It says, "For there be some eunuchs, there are some eunuchs which were so born in their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sakes. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it." So yeah, man. So let's get to Revelation 14 and 4. Revelation 14:4. It says, and these were they that which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are which they that follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. And these were redeemed from among men, but being the first fruits unto Yahweh and unto the Lamb. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is too, man. The ones that spiritually, man. Also, like, spiritually, that didn't go to the right hand or to the left, man. Honestly, that followed, now they followed the Most High Yahushua. Where they go, they were changing versions to the Most High Yahushua, man. So that's what it is, man. So, and even on the natural, even outside the word, I mean, not that, because I was talking about this with my pop the other like a month ago, man. Like, especially in this time nowadays, like, this current captivity, or this current society, this current world we live in, like, with the whole, like, especially in Esau's kingdom, and it's the whole happy like, white American dream, happy white picket fence, happy wife, happy life type stuff. Like, that's what made Yahushua so different, is that the fact that, because, like, that's why the world can't imagine, like, or can't really understand, like, Yahushua or something like that, because they're not, or this per se, like, they're not used to a man that just having a purpose, like, they're not even worried about women or being married, just a man that's strictly here for business, having a purpose. That's kind of taboo in the mind to this current, especially this current world we live in, where, all this, like, Jeremiah 31:22 comes up, like, woman, compassionate man, and the mother goddess worship, and the divine feminine and feminism, stuff like that. People aren't used to a man that's just having his purpose, that's already securing who he is. I'm good. I'm just here for focus, for my vision. I'm just here to do the work and anything, man. And that's even, they have even outside the world. There's men like that, man. They're not worried about all that, man. Certain CEOs and certain companies, man. They just that's just is what they is, or just men, whatever, just with a purpose, man. He could be a custodian to a or he could work at, like, a McDonald's per se, or a bank teller, or construction worker, or anything a man of his purpose and his passion and his dream. People aren't, like, used to that now, because, like, that's the program of happy wife, happy life, or where you do everything for a woman. No, not true. No, like, honestly, as a man, you should, man. That's what I was watching a clip of LL Cool J, man. Like, he said that. Listen, man, don't even worry about that, man. As a man, just be focused on your purpose, man. And all that other stuff will come after that, man. That's what he said. That's how I reached to my heights, man. Because I'm just like, focus on your purpose, man, and your goals and your drive and things of that nature, man. Now, us in the Word, we know that's all the Lord's will, man. He's gonna, with us, putting Him first, stuff like that, acknowledging Him in all our ways, and like that Joshua 1:8 saying, whatever, if we, as long as we meditate in Him and have our focus on Him, our faith in Him, and keeping His law, statutes, commandments, He's gonna bless us in everything that we do. We'll make our way prosperous. As long as we keep Him first, pretty much. But yeah, man, even outside the Word, man, that's just like that's just the thing. What it is too, man. Because a lot of times, like this is misconception. Because a lot of times too, not talking about like no God women. There's a misconception that because a lot of times women, like especially now these modern Western women, things of that nature, or the women with this that mindset, man. This that Mother God is divine feminine, mindset that I don't do this for a man, things of that nature, but I do this for me, things of that nature, and most people tend to think that men just do everything for women. No, I do things for me. I was like you. I'm gonna do this with you or without you, man. That's like even Conor McGregor. That's why Conor McGregor, I think women stayed with him, because I heard that she was with him before he even got before he started fighting professionally in the UFC. Because she saw that he was going to do that with her or without her, man. So that's just is what it is. So if you like get in where you fit in, that's just is what it is with that, man. So it's just all that. Honestly, yeah, man, that's just what it is, honestly, and it's not to say that all these other things are bad per se, but yeah, man, that's all the Lord's will, man. Not every man is gonna, not every man is gonna have that, man. Not every man is going to, not every man is going to do that, man. Not every man is going to, have that, man, have a wife or children or family. No, that's just is what it is, man. Because a lot of times, even other men say that, man, that's a real testament of man is a family, man. Like and to a degree, like it is, because like to it is to a degree, but not every I'm looking at something, but yeah, man, not every man though, like not every man. Like because even the scriptures say, listen, man by his children, and it's all right. But not every man is gonna have a family, man. Not every man, because a lot of men, like the brothers that have sons, are saying, listen, man, it's beautiful, man, because seeing a reflection of yourself, man. That's why Exhibit's one of Exhibit's favorite songs, man. The foundation. It's like it's a letter to his son. He said, listen, man, when I see your eyes, man, I see myself, man. So then, and Most High said that, like in Exodus 1 with Adam in the garden is really his son. And then too, of course, Yahushua, of course, we know that with Yahushua. Then the garden with Adam. Then Exodus 4:22, to say Israel, my firstborn son, man. So yeah, that's important, man. But not every man is gonna have that. Not every man is gonna have a family or a wife per se. And that's gotta be fine with that. I'm not saying I'm one of those, man. I plan to, but hey, that's up to the Lord's will. But not every man's gonna have that. It's not every man's gonna do that, man. So because that's why that law. You know that because that's why it's just in that law. One was in Genesis 38 with Judah. In Genesis 38. Then in Deuteronomy 25. About raising your brother's, your brother. If your brother dies, you have intercourse with his wife, just to keep his name alive, pretty much. So yeah, that's just why it is what it is. So yeah, man, not every man is gonna have that. Either not every man's not gonna have what you call a child or a wife, man, per se, man. So. Yeah, man. Hopefully it's edifying, man. Cause I'd say that to say, man, cause y'all different, y'all brothers might get this question asked a lot by different various fractions, man. But this is my answer. This is gonna have to be your answer. But I'm just saying, if you like, people kind of give you a hard time about it, or it's kind of curious, inquisitive, not just a hard time, but curious, inquisitive about it, or yeah, just you tell them like something like this, show them in the word like hey, this isn't this woo woo. Not every man is going to have that. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying. So peace.